Super.
Rashid Aro is a 300-level law student of Afe Babalola University who is seeking to give individuals control over how they spend their money. Rashid says he first got the idea when he realized how much he was spending that he couldn't account for.
One of the problems we face in school is the fact that we spend on a daily basis, and sometimes we do not necessarily know where this money is coming from. Suddenly we just discover that, boom, like money has finished in our account. So personally, that was something I was really going through, and then I used to make budgets on a notepad, and I saw it wasn't so effective. The mere fact that I make a budget on my notepad doesn't necessarily stop me from exceeding the budget or even spending more than the budget. I literally do not even follow up what I write down, and there's usually no way I categorize the money I spend. There's no way I always know the amount particularly I spend on food or the amount I spend on getting school things and all that. So everything is just literally scattered, and I just see that, oh yes, I've spent 20k within 3 or 4 days, and there's really no way for me to account for the expenses I made.
Realizing that this was a problem without any existing solution, Rashid reached out to his childhood friend Oluwatimileyin Ogume, who is a computer science student at Babcock University in Ilishan, Remo. They brainstormed on different solutions that didn't see the light of day.
Development of the application began in October 2021, but we had the idea earlier that year in August. But Rashid and I have had multiple entrepreneurial opportunities before that, with the likes of a mobile insurance application, which we did not follow through with, and a possible student marketplace.
Then later in July 2021, we came up with the idea of Tracker, then started cooking up, and we got a solid idea by August. By October of 2021, we started building, and by December, we were done. One thing Timmy and I were trying to target was something that has never been done in Nigeria. So the moment we get an idea and discover that it has, when we get an idea, one of the first things we do is to check if something like that exists.
After a series of idea blocks, they finally came up with Tracker, a revolutionary finance tool that gives individuals control over their finance goals.
Based on the fact that I spend, I won't say lavishly, but I spend extraordinarily without having to account for my expenses, I actually searched for a way to get, if there was a budget app in Nigeria, but I could not get any. So I searched, and then I felt like, rather than searching, why not create? So being a law student, it's not something it's not something in my line. So I spoke to Timmy. Timmy is the chief executive officer. So Timmy is into the line of tech. We've been friends in secondary school. So I spoke to Timmy, and Timmy was able to fine-tune the whole idea based on his experience and expertise and all that. So yeah, so that was how we actually came about Tracker.
So with Tracker, you are able to have all your bank accounts and financial services in one application. And right now on the platform, there's the availability of over 20 plus financial services and banks. And alongside this, you're able to create custom tailored budgets to better understand your financial lifestyle, as well as expense tracking features built into the application.
As students trying to build a startup while also focusing on their education, juggling both was initially a struggle, and then the issue of funding came up.
Initially, it was a struggle to start a company and go through school, but eventually we were able to find that balance where we were able to give adequate attention and time to the startup as well as our schooling, while being able to develop the application and make significant progress while maintaining near perfect grades in school. As you can expect from teenagers who are trying to build a startup in university, some challenges we faced included funding in the earlier rounds, because bootstrapping wasn't necessarily a viable option for students in universities without a steady income stream. But over time, we were able to overcome that challenge and we're still going strong.
When building the solution, one thing they both had in mind was to build one that's tailored to the Nigerian market. And within the few months they had to work together, they believe they have been able to achieve that.